The interview termed Bagelgate. They wanted to chat about bread. It was a big radio network in Melbourne. Went pretty viral. I saw that the Daily Mail wrote an article about me. And then it got even more insane. Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Make sure you subscribe, stick around. Currently hanging out in southern Tassie on a trip, but I have a story time. It's been an insane couple weeks. Yeah, let's get into it. So welcome to this story time. This is just a crazy story and I wanted to sit down and chat, so let's get right into it. So if you've been keeping up, about a month ago now, I posted this TikTok video. Things in Australia that just genuinely do not make any freaking sense at all to an American who just moved to Australia. The bagels. Moving on. Where I jokingly made comments about Australian bagels and I actually really miss bagels. Like whenever my parents would ask me like, oh, what do you miss about home? I'm like, I could really go for a bagel right now. So just poking fun at bread, nothing serious. Of course things escalated because that's TikTok and that's the internet for you. And it started off like really low key, like, oh, I didn't even know we had bagels, or I've lived in Australia like X amount of years, or I'm X amount of years old and I've never had one, or are they really not supposed to be dense? And I haven't had a good bagel clearly, or I don't like bagels, like very like harmless commentary, like as one does. And then it picked up steam and started to get pushed to more and more people in the algorithm and went pretty viral. It's like at 1.5 million views now, which is insane. But like the one-off chance that like I don't post about coffee or something, it's bagels, and that's like what picks up. So then it started becoming where most of the comments were about gun violence and healthcare and how I should move back to America because how dare I not like their bagels. And it became quite toxic and I had to put on filters, comment filters for things around sensitive topics that are going on in the States right now. And I understand that people are really frustrated about the violence going on, like rightfully so. It is heartbreaking, but I do not think that a TikTok video on bagels is the outlet for that. And so that happened. And then randomly one day, like 2 weeks ago now, I saw that the Daily Mail wrote an article about me, like about this situation. I was called That American Expat. If I'm being honest, I had to Google what an expat was. But anyway, it's like, this is crazy that it's a video about bread and here we are. And then they posted a second article about me, which is even more insane. And they were talking more about just the comments and everything going on. I'll link all these articles down below. It gets a bit more into like specific comments and stuff, but I don't want to like bore you with like every single detail to this story. But a second article was written about me. And then I reached out to the Daily Mail actually, and I was like, you know what, like if there's one thing I've learned about social media, it's like when you have your moment, just take advantage of it. I reached out to them over email, didn't expect them to get back to me, but they're like, yeah, actually like would love to run another article about it if you have any comments. And so that was what the third article was. So it was 3 articles in like the span of less than a week, like maybe like 5 days that the Daily Mail wrote about me and the bagel TikTok. Then with the Daily Mail writing articles, then other smaller publications like cite that and then write their articles, and then it just became like a whole thing. And again, I do like maybe like coffee reviewing, coffee commentary, coffee content, this stuff, like just sitting and chatting with you, and so that was like pretty insane. And then it got even more insane last week where I got reached out to do a radio interview about just this bagel situation. And at the time I was sick again and had no voice, and I was like, I would love to like to reach out to me over Instagram DMs, but I genuinely have no voice right now. And it was a big radio network in Melbourne and was just just so crazy coming out of my mouth that it's like, they wanted to chat about bread. Okay. And like, oh, do you know anyone else that like would be able to chat about bagels? And I'm like, no, unfortunately, I'm not big into the bagel community. Is there even one? Like, ask me about coffee, I'm all ears, but literally one-off chance to do something about bagels. Days passed, it was the weekend, I was getting my voice back, and then I got reached out to again by a local producer at ABC Hobart. And they were like, hey, would love to chat on the phone and would love to have you on the radio next week. And I was like, well, I have a voice now, so that's amazing. And just a really nice conversation and going over like what I would be asked, and just, yeah, I felt really comfortable with it. And so that originally was supposed to be last Monday morning, the 6th. It was originally supposed to be Monday the 6th. And so I moved around my work schedule. I actually quit my job recently. That's a whole other story time. Unfortunately, I had like moved stuff around, but like I get it. That's what happens when more important stories come along. Cause like I genuinely don't think bread is all that important. Anyway, then it got moved around a bit. Ended up being Thursday morning, which was when I was on my lab retreat. If you saw the last video, or the beginning of this video actually, I did my intro there, you know, just switching up the scenery. Yay, team. Did it there, and it was really funny because I had no phone service. Literally screw Vodafone. I'm saying this because I have no issues with Vodafone in Hobart, but once you leave Hobart, the service is crap. And it makes me so sad because I never had issues with the Vodafone when I lived in New Zealand, but I will literally leave Hobart and my service is SOS. Like I don't have any service whatsoever. So anyway, my friend graciously let me borrow her phone so that I could do the phone interview at a lovely 5:40 in the morning. I thought it went really well. I felt really comfortable. Like the interviewer on air was super chill, like didn't ask me anything that I wasn't prepped for. And it was super cute because with the time difference, it was like almost 4 p.m. in the evening, or Arvo afternoon, whatever you want to call it. And so my parents and my brother like got to sit around and like listen live on the website, and it was super cute. And they actually did post a recording of that, like just under 10 minutes. I'll link it down below as well. But then the story does not end there, guys. The bagel saga, which the interview termed Bagelgate. If you search Bagelgate, it might come up. So insane. This is so insane. The words that are coming out of my mouth, I'm like, is this real life? My situation has been termed Bagelgate. So then a couple hours after the interview, my lovely friend who let me borrow her phone, because I gave the radio station her phone number to call because I had no service, because we were out in the middle of kind of nowhere, but like nowhere enough that Vodafone had no service. My friend got a phone call later that morning and was like, oh, is this Ashley? And she was like, no, but give me a second. She's like, Ashley, the call's for you. What's going on? It was ABC Northern Tasmania wanted to interview me later that day around a similar topic. And so I did a second radio interview, which I don't think they like post live recordings of, because I guess the Northern Tasmania network is smaller than Hobart. I don't know the reasoning, but that's just my assumption. And similar thing, it was a slightly shorter interview, but again, I felt super comfortable. Like, she asked a bit more about me in this interview, which I thought was super cool. Like, I was like, oh, well, I do science, and, you know, I research seals, and, you know, I like coffee stuff, you know. Guess that's my brand. Yeah, it's been an experience. I just wanted to, like, sit down and explain it, because, I mean, I feel like even friends, I'm like, well, did you hear this? And they're like, no, but I heard about this. And I go, what about this? Like, no, I didn't hear about that, but I heard about this. Oh, wait, you got interviewed a second time? Oh, wait, what about the first one? Wait, you were interviewed? Wait, the Daily Mail wrote articles? Wait, what's going, yeah. And now I do have connections in Sydney when I get over there to try their bagels, so. And that's my story. Bagelgate. Anytime people ask me about it, I'm just like, it's insane. I was interviewed on the radio. I had multiple articles written about me. Overall, just a really funny experience. Like, thankfully the comments and stuff, like, at least that I subject myself to, is a lot more like, you know, taking a stab at American politics and the American situation, which definitely, you know, isn't them personally coming at me and calling me a horrible human being for just saying that I don't like Australian bagels, or at least the ones I have aren't great. But anyway, we are moving on. I got a new coffee mug and I'm gonna edit this video and put it up, and I'm like filming 3 videos at once right now and my brain is exploding, but a Dark Mofo vlog is coming next. I've been exploring Dark Mofo. Give this video a like. Please tell me that you've already liked this video and you've subscribed. I'm so close to 1K, and yeah, it would just be a cool milestone. I know it's not about the numbers, but I appreciate you guys. Leave me a comment. Engagement as well is much appreciated. Just Bagelgate. If you came this far in the video, make your comment involve where you've had the best bagels. Yeah, where have you had the best bagels? If you do like bagels. Okay, we're chatty. I have to go start filming another video because this is the situation right now. Okay, love you guys. Bye.
I need you more.